Sam, just before the break, you and I were just talking about, supply and demand. And I know I beat this horse a fair bit. And a lot of people are probably getting sick and tired of me saying there's not enough inventory. But we did have that conversation where the fact that is first and foremost, and I'm not putting Sam on the hot seat here. I am telling you the government lies. Okay. They lied about the numbers. Bank of Canada lied about what they're doing with interest rates. But truth be told, when we take a look at the numbers, 1.5 million coming into Canada last year. And when you think about bringing in that many people, how many roofs do you need? Sam, we talk about inventory all the time, and one of the most important things is that the builders started pulling back in 23. Ford government, love or hate them, they released the Greenbelt, and then they had to pull it back. And I think what it did was it made a lot of builders reconsider their positions to the point where 1 in 5 sites delayed. And so not only did we need, more commitment and hundreds and hundreds of thousands more properties being built, it actually went backwards.
Yeah, listen, I think one of the things we talked about off air was that also the developers, builders say are going through their own challenges, right? Because, some of them got in over their head, and with the rate increases and the cost of borrowing funds, they've had to kind of either close shop or reconsider their next steps. And so that's been a challenge. So all this kind of compounds to the fact that inventory becomes increasingly a bigger challenge, right? With developers putting things on hold, with the land availability or lack of availability, I think we've got a big crisis right now, and I just not sure if the government's given enough attention to how to address it efficiently.
Yeah, I think they're kind of like the horses left the barn, and now they realize that there's nothing in the stables, and then they turn around and say, "Hey, let's solve the problem." The old analogy, right? And here's the truth: I think it's too little, too late, and for them to play catch up. When CMHC came out with a report last year in 2023, and they said, for us to play catch up, we need 3.5 million more homes built than what we're averaging right now. So we do in Canada, about 220,000, 230,000 new builds. Last year, that number was actually a little bit lower. And yet CMHC said, look, we need by 2030, we need 3.5 million more. And recently, an economist just quoted saying we need 5 million, to play catch up to even balance the offset of our immigration. 5 million in 7 years. Sam, I know you're pretty handy. I know I'm pretty handy. I just don't think we can build it.
That just tells you the challenges we're going to have in front of us. And I'm just not sure the thought process is why continue to allow so many new folks coming into the country when you have so many issues right now internally, right? So I think, to me, they've got to put the brakes on until they figure out this, rather relevant issue.